Last week I did a third Q&A with a mentee who has closed a deal. Feedback on those has been great, and I think those are really important from a mindset standpoint to let you see that, yes, people are actually acquiring businesses with this methodology. But I wanted to point out just how critical mindset is and how critical it is to follow the steps. And I want to read a couple of updates or at least let you know about a couple of updates. One was an email I got from a mentee, and what he said was, Mr. Whipple, today was one of those days when I was filled with dread. I am behind on my 100-day plan. My industry has many big players who do what I do, and my pond isn't very big. One of my most promising deals turned out not to be so great after adjusting the financials. My law firm sent me a 7-page LOI when I asked for a maximum of 2 pages. I was filled with dread most of the day. Then I realized something that instantly helped me mightily. I don't need to do 50 deals or 20 or 100 or 200 or even 10. I only need to do one deal. After I do just one deal, then I can worry about the next. Only one deal, that's all. Not 20, not 50, just one. Thanks for reading this. And he is spot on. Martin Luther King said, take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. And boy, is that ever true. A lot of people say, I want to be, let's just say as an example, a trillionaire. Okay. That's quite a goal. But to get to that step or that goal, you need to take a whole lot of steps along the way. And this is about progress, not perfection. So that spirit, how he changed his mindset, super important, and he's spot on that. Worry about the next one. Worry about the next one. Worry about the next one. And sooner or later, you will stack those up one on top of another if you keep doing the right things. So I appreciated that email, and just reminded me how important mindset is. The other thing that's really important is to follow the steps. And I got another email. Bruce, it's been just 2 or so weeks since I've gotten your course, and I already have a company in the pipeline who is willing to do 100% seller finance, like right now. One of the biggest advantages of living on, he tells where he lives, is I get to go to businesses conferences here. I haven't even begun setting up my parent company, but this just happened by accident through my connections. Taking massive action will let you know of updates. Okay, so I'm going to guess here, but if he's just gotten the boot camp course, I doubt very much if he's assembled his board, if he's got law firm and accounting firms, if he's interviewed financial institutions and had a board meeting with some LOIs. So what's important here is you do follow the steps, or at your own peril, you don't follow the steps. So until you've put together a board, until you've got professionals, until you've interviewed financial institutions, even if it is going to be seller finance, it's important to do all of those steps before you go talk to potential prospects and acquisition targets. Why? Because almost always, and I probably can take the almost out, I can't think of one that was successful. If you jump those steps, you haven't put the foundation in place to do it correctly. So you should not be acquiring businesses. So I would just encourage you, if you're going to go on this acquisition journey, just make sure you follow the steps. If you've got a question as to what those are, hop over to brucewhipple.com. The best summary of that is in the boot camp. You'll just go up to boot camps, and the all-new Deep Dive Boot Camp will go through step-by-step with templates so you can see what to do, how to do it, and the steps that are required to do this successfully. You really shouldn't, until you understand that process, jump into it. The process is super important. So, both of those emails pointed out some important lessons. I hope you take those lessons, put them into action, follow the steps, get your mindset right. Mindset is absolutely critical to the success process. And mindset is the number one barometer that I see in terms of how successful someone will be. So work on your mindset. Great example of how to do that was in the first email I read.